10 signs you are truly intelligent that you can't fake. A genius is someone who possesses exceptional intellectual or creative ability. In the early 1900s, psychologists were the first to quantify and describe genius in terms of a person's intelligence quotient, IQ. The first genius had an IQ of roughly 140. That equates to around 1 in every 250 persons. However, one famous researcher in the 1940s proposed that a genius should have an IQ of more than 180. That equates to around 1 in every 2 million persons. That is huge, isn't it? There isn't a single definition of genius. But many doctors study smart children in order to better comprehend genius. They define genius as having a high level of originality, inventiveness, and the capacity to create or think in novel ways and areas. Welcome back to Guy and Friends. If you are new here, you are welcome to our community. Please subscribe and be part of us. Before we begin, please like this video. It helps us reach a larger audience.
I don't really know what comes next. I'm just doing my best, even though I'm so stressed out.
1. You often procrastinate. A 2016 study published in the Journal of Research and Personality discovered that persons with high IQs procrastinate more, mostly because they had the luxury of delaying starting a task. So, putting something off just because you don't feel like working on it is one sign of intelligence. Adam Grant, for example, believes that delay is the key to invention. Steve Jobs could intentionally utilize procrastination, enabling his brain to rest by moving to completely different tasks. 2. You are very impressionable or easily distracted. According to a study, those who are easily distracted at work may be cognitively superior to their coworkers. Intelligent employees may struggle to concentrate owing to the flood of brilliant ideas invading their talented minds. According to the study, the more difficult it is for a person to focus, the smarter the person. Scientists explain that this is due to the difficulty in controlling high levels of brain activity. 3. You often worry about even the smallest things. If you worry a lot, don't panic. It might be a sign of high intellect. The concept has been around for a while. The cliché that ignorance is bliss implies that knowledge is painful. It's finally getting some scientific support. According to 2015 research, there is a relationship between verbal intelligence and the inclination to worry or ruminate. A small 2011 research also found a connection between anxiety and IQ. The authors of the study say that persons with high IQs may worry a lot or very little. 4. You walk a lot. American scientists conducted a statistical analysis and discovered that persons who live in pedestrian-friendly cities had higher IQ rates than those who live in transportation-heavy areas. The same results were obtained after researching major city pedestrian districts. 5. You're too curious. According to researchers at the London University of Psychology, it is more likely that a curious child, rather than one who just learns by heart, would become an innovator over his career. Harvard Business Review professor Tomas Chamorro-Premuzic describes how curiosity and a hungry mind make us smarter. Curiosity increases a child's interest in science and art as a form of cognition and self-expression. Scientists watched 6,000 individuals born in the last 50 years in one British research. They discovered that 11-year-old children with higher IQ scores tended to be more interested and receptive to new experiences in the future. 6. You're a night owl. According to research, night owls and people who get up later are smarter and more creative than their early waking counterparts. According to The Independent, they also have higher IQs. Unfortunately, night owls have slightly poorer academic performance, by roughly 8%, than early risers. 7. You realize how much you still don't know. In a research that became a social psychology classic, Justin Kruger and David Dunning discovered the Dunning-Kruger effect. They came to the conclusion that a brighter person questions his cognitive ability more. In other words, intelligent people don't mind admitting that they don't know something. They can learn something new if they don't know it. Because of this, you are definitely brighter than a lot of other people if you always have questions on your mind and aren't scared to ask them. 8. You constantly nibble on something. Chewing gum is well known for increasing brain activity and focus, but only for 20 minutes. However, scientists have discovered that brilliant people have a habit of continually chewing something. They explain that as we chew, our brains are more receptive to self-reflection and analysis. 9. You are empathetic. Empathy, generally defined as the ability to perceive things from another person's point of view, is a critical component of emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is the capacity to comprehend and express emotions in healthy and constructive ways. Recognizing your own emotions is a vital first step, but persons with high emotional intelligence are typically aware of what others are thinking and feeling as well. When you have a high level of empathy, you can typically tell when others are struggling, frequently by subtle signals in their body language or behavior. Empathy may also manifest as a more in-depth consideration and understanding of the diverse perspectives of others. 10. You value solitude. Need some alone time to unwind and recharge? You may be aware of your introversion, but you may be surprised that finding contentment in your own company can also indicate intelligence. According to a trusted source research from 2016, which looked at the possible influence of friendship, population density, and intellect on happiness, persons with higher intelligence were less content with life when they spent more time interacting with friends. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, consider subscribing and sharing it with your friends. That said, have a great time.